what your main says about you, let's get into it. Alright, if you play noob, you're obviously, one, a new player, or you actually know what you're doing. You're a monster in last man standing. You're usually pretty annoying, and you'll just sit around and do nothing the whole game. Not like you have anything else to do anyways. Now, if you main 007, you hate being in chase. You'll do everything to avoid the killer. You really don't care about your teammates at all, and your only objective is to get the last man standing. The moment you see a teammate in danger or they're low and you have more HP, instantly teleporting away. You are not helping nobody except yourself. Oh, and if you're actually good at 007, you love playing against John and Cool Kid, but you hate playing against 1X. Now, if you main 2-time, oh my god, if you main 2-time, you would like to either be one of two players. One, you're a new player who doesn't know how to play a game, so either you found out or a friend recommended you this character, and I mean, it is the easiest character to play in the game. You just run around and that's it. Or two, you like to pretend that you're helpful, saying, oh, it's just a playstyle, you have the body block, when there's like 1,000 characters that could do that. Every character can do that. Guess does it better, and simply you're just coping because this character currently sucks ass. Oh, and I forgot to mention that 99% of people playing this character also are ass at the game. Now, if you main Sheletsky, you're a pretty useful dude. Either a new player who just misses every sword and you're really not helping anyone. You barely even know when to eat chicken. You eat the chicken right in front of the killer. Or you're actually good and you'll know how to stun pretty well. But at the same time, you get pretty mad when you miss your sword swing. And if you ever have your chicken interrupted, oh, you know it's about to be a bad day. You're also one of the most cocky and overconfident players, oftentimes just running into the killer, and when they switch targets to you, you call them targeters when they kill you, even though you had like 1 stamina and they had a whole bar. Now, I'm just gonna be honest, majority of guest players are just new players who are just bad. They think that there's a parry button and there's a block button, so they think this is some character that they can negate a lot of damage from. But then they realize it's a prediction-based ability. You can only negate 1 hit or ability. And most of these players just straight up suck. They don't even use block or know how to use it. Extremely easy to bait out. But if you're actually smart with the guest and you know how to actually use the block, you know, using it on like a gashing wound with Jason, or on a generator drinking a cola, you know, stuff like that, you're actually really good. You're also really good at last man standing, and oftentimes you're not carrying the team, but you're one of the hardest players to kill. Now, there's a few type of chance players. There's a chance player that only plays chance because he's funny how he can kill himself, and you don't take anything seriously. There's newbie chance players who will play chance as if he's Sheletsky and shoot as close as possible, and then they'll spin the coin or flip the coin die to start a round and call this character the worst character in the game. Or there's the actual good chance where you'll shoot at unexpected places from a good range and oftentimes help people escape chase with no counterplay as the killer. You can be extremely powerful or one of the easiest survivors to kill depending on your skill. And once you get to a pretty good level in chance, you're pretty overconfident, but not in the bad way like Sheletsky. You're overconfident in the fact that you know you can hit your shots and you know you can save survivors. You're a pretty good asset. Keep in mind, that's if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you are going to be a huge detriment and just free time for the killer. Now, there's just 2 types of players. It's either you're good at the game or you're not. You're a new player who bought this survivor as it's the cheapest one, and you suck, you don't know what to support, you have high HP and you're easy to kill. Or you're a good player who can loop, use your rush hour efficiently, and just simply heal everyone up to full. You're often pretty annoyed when the killer targets you, even though it's pretty justified why they target you. And there's 2 things that you always hate. One, when a survivor jukes your pizza, say they're running in the direction, you throw it in that direction, and then they for some reason go the opposite direction. Or 2, when you throw a pizza right in front of a survivor and they somehow don't pick it up and they go all the way around it and they die. Those things piss you off. Now, if you play dustar, you're either a new player who just bought this thinking, hey, it's the highest skill character, what could be so hard about it, only to get absolutely destroyed with your low HP, no running abilities, and nothing to help you. Often your own abilities get you killed, or you're an amazing player and you are a huge detriment to the killer. You are the shadow carrier, and by that I mean you will carry the team from the shadows. People won't notice it, but once you actually think about it, you carried. The amount of zaps you did, how many times you slowed the killer, all the shields you did, saving so much time. A good dustar can sometimes save up to 30 seconds if the killer doesn't kill him early. One thing you despise is when you get targeted first, and by itself, that's not so bad as you're pretty sympathetic and you understand, but when you have 7 sentinels on your team and no one's helping you, everyone's doing generators, you get targeted first, that's when you're like, yeah, it's time to switch off a dustar. Now, if you play builderman, there's not much else to say, but you're a chill dude. The skill range varies from builderman, with bad buildermen to good buildermans. The main thing that changes is looping capability and sentry spots. That's about it. You're really just here to have fun in the game, and you don't really care about losing or winning. The only things you hate is when someone's playing 1x's, they can easily just mass infection your sentry, or when someone's just targeting you all around and no one's helping you. You wish people would listen to you more and bring the killer to your sentry more often, or you think they do it too often and you wish they would do it less and save it for when they actually need it. You also wish Builderman had an ability to pin out his sentries and healing dispensers. Now, you played Taff when he just came out as a newest character, and you thought, wow, this guy is really OP. And you started playing him more and more often until you fought a good killer, and you realized, wow, my kit is not that helpful. He breaks all my trips, hits my mine so it barely does anything, and I have less HP than a noob. Wow. You know this weakness, yet you roll with it. You know that your traps can be countered, your subspace can be countered, but you know once you get that trap off and once you hit him with that subspace, you're in a really good position. And you like to set up in one spot in particular, put like 1,000,000 trips in one spot, laugh at how absurd it is, watch the killer break a few or run through them all, and then do it again. You repeatedly cycle between your traps and your trip mines, just keep on placing them, but you don't care. It's fun to you and you're going to keep doing it, even if it doesn't work.